nothing on
Let's
this.
try this. Once again.
There, that's better.
This is so cool.
What a strange mechanism.
I know what it does. In this episode we figured out this code. And does the lock work on any of them? No. Oh. Only these work.
I definitely need an object.
It's not hot. I put ice in there.
Good job.
It's not hot. That's white. Yes. What is it?
I definitely need an object.
That didn't do anything?
I definitely need an object.
What you doing?
I definitely need an object to make this
Give me my
cards
phone.
turn.
Behind you.
What? I know.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Wait, that is the secret shape. Secret shape.
We need something to move it, but I don't know what it is. That is good coffee. Chocolate.
Good coffee.
Not chocolate, sorry.
What? You said coffee?
So people are already a lot more observant than me. Interact with everything, that's what we're meant to do, right? Wow. I definitely didn't do that.
This wooden panel is blocked. This wooden panel is blocked. This wooden panel is... Good. It should... Look, a key. This could be useful.
One of these must be able to turn now. Must be able to turn one of these with the key.
Be right back.
This one? Oh, there we go. Oh. We can do... So... Well, that one's not gonna work.
Be right back. Okay.
This one.
Good job.
This one.
Ah, something
it.
clicked on the front of the clock. A new lock has appeared.
Are you kidding? I'm supposed to be interrogating my sister about why I'm her friend.
This could be useful.
It seems like more to play games
Betty,
than the
I
obviously
enjoyed a
don't.
wonderful evening in your company, and I hope that we will see each other again very soon. D.
A,
My
B,
dearest
C, D.
Betty, I know that your art is already spoken for, but you are the most beautiful dancer I have ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I am impatient to see you again. Adrian.
Oh no. What if D is Adrian? Listen to Betty's record. Donald Fraser. Works in an estate agent, finance, smoke. She smokes half a pack every day. It's suspicious. I know who it is now. It's obviously a person. Ha! I win. Now where's my money? Where's my money, Lamont? The record player. It's best to know everything at every time in case something might be useful later. This is also a puzzle. You know this could come in handy eventually. This.
Let us see. This looks like solfège.
I'm not a music expert, so I don't know what that is. Just looks like things becoming more and more complex. Probably a lot more than that, though.
First of all, I have to take the... First of all, I have to take the ender.
Oh, no.
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
Yeah, there is. Probably so much easier if I just knew music. Let me look at this.
This looks like solfège.
The button turns into a swiggle, turns into an upside down boot, turns into two upside down boots, turns into three.
There is bound to be a clue.
There is. Oh, good grief. I'm mostly looking at politics in the other room. So something equals... Unless it's 3, 2, 1 equals that. Unless it's 3, 2, 1 equals... Is it 3... 2, 1 equals 3 plus 3 plus 3.
This looks like solfège. There is probably a link. That's what I saw in the drawer.
There is, most likely, but I am not a music expert, so I have absolutely no clue. Who knew music would actually be useful? Yeah, fuck. No, I'm not the point of just guessing.
There is bound to be a clue some. I heard the sound of a mechanism being triggered.
Huh. Interesting. Why do they have such a complex mechanism for a gramophone? It is a gramophone. I'm having to look this up. Gramophone. That looks like a vintage gramophone. Yeah, so that's correct. Just waiting to see if anything works.
I just have to put the record on the gramophone and start it.
Ah, sweet.
That doesn't work.
Does gramophone even work? My aunt has a.
Looks like something goes.
My aunt has a record player. My aunt has a record player. The pin goes onto the record to actually allow it to work. I'm guessing you wind it up, and then you finally press the button. That did it.
Oh, Donald! We're in the middle of recording.
Sorry, Betty, but it's not wise. The doctor said you should rest your voice.
You're such a killjoy sometimes.
Huh.
Betty was such a good singer.
It's true. Did she have any problem with her throat?
Yes, she had to be careful with her voice. Of course, she didn't follow the doctor's advice. If Don didn't insist, she... Well, it's too late for all that now.
Continue questioning Megan. Megan, I hereby declare you guilty.
It looks like this woman is single, but she has feelings for someone.
The painting, the picture. It's Betty and Donald. How do we know that it's Betty and Donald? We're just looking at a picture. Eyes brimming with tears.
She is looking so intensely at this photo. But is it really a sister that she's studying in this manner?
Only one way to find out. Guess the camera won't change, so we don't know.
They're the perfect couple, am I correct?
Yes, in a way. She was pretty and he...
Well?
He's a bright man, with a promising career ahead of him. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive and generous. Oh, a true gentleman.
I hear a note of envy in your voice.
You must have heard wrong.
Doubt.
Donald appeared to be very much in love with your sister.
Yes, he was mad about her.
Mad, you say? Being madly in love can often be destructive, and Mr. Fraser was known for being jealous, I believe.
No more than average. Men are always slightly possessive, especially when they are with a pretty woman.
I am not your enemy, Mademoiselle Bernard.
And you are not my friend either, Mr. Poirot, sir.
Yes, but your lies are not helping Mr. Fraser, or you for that matter. This case is much more complex than you think. It would appear that your sister's murder is the second in a series that we have to stop as quickly as possible. The first was in Andover, and the same as your sister, the murderer sent me a letter informing me that a crime would be committed in that town. Now can I count on your honesty?
Yes, you have my confidence, Mr. Poirot. Don is a quiet and sensitive young man. Slightly reserved, too. And as is often the case with reserved people, when he flew into a temper, he completely lost control. He could be so violent. Betty was frightened.
And when was this?
The first time was about a year ago. But they rowed more recently. Donald found out that Betty had lied to him. She said she was going out with a girlfriend, but she went out for dinner with a married man. It was an awful scene.
So he wasn't the perfect person
that
you're saying you were saying he is.
Quite pale, and started shaking, and kept saying one day.
Well?
He'd commit murder.
So you were afraid that he would become our main suspect. I know that Fraser was jealous, but I wonder why you feel the need to protect him.
Exactly. Had you not told me about the case, I would never have dared to tell you about this little matter. Don loved Betty with all his heart. I can't imagine for one instant that he would hurt her.
Convinced.
Very good, Mademoiselle Bernard. Thank you for your help.
Fraser is at the Ginger Cat. The police haven't spoken to him, but they want to.
Très bien, Hastings. Let's see him now. Au revoir, mademoiselle. My deepest condolences to your parents.
Of course, Mr. Poirot. And don't be too hard on Don. He's more fragile than he looks.
If you say so. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alright, you ready for me to check in? You don't want something. I don't know what yet. You want something.
Not the great is just a fact. Betty lied to Donald because she had a date with another man. Did Betty know her assailant? The man seduced Betty before taking her to the beach.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Megan had a soft spot for Donald. Megan was jealous of Betty, so she's an extreme suspect. Malfraser, he was jealous and had a quick temper. question Donald Fraser.
Hastings always pays more attention when young women are being...
Where's the exit? Is this the exit? That's the exit. I'm dumb.
You've seen Fraser, Hastings. What is your feeling? Bien. Megan Barnard said he... We will see if this is the case.
Was this the so-called Fraser?
How do you do, Mr. Fraser?
You Hercule Poirot. Mr. Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. I know that it may not be at the right time, but I would like to ask you a few questions. This man looks suspicious.
He looks stressed.
Donald Fraser is in a terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And he's drinking water.
Leave me alone.
I'm afraid we cannot do that.
Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty isn't dead.
Sadly, your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
If she had listened to you, she would still be alive. Should I take that to be a confession?
With that sort of thinking, you must send a lot of innocent men to prison.
Sorry.
Under different circumstances, I might even find you amusing, sir.
It's no time for amusement, Mr. Fraser. It is time to find your fiance's killer. Did you know what her plans were for the evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
I have my doubt.
Yet, Megan only returned to Bexley this morning, Mr. Fraser.
I didn't know.
Right. May I ask you what you were doing yesterday evening?
Spent the evening working.
Your colleagues can confirm this?
No, I often take work home with me.
Oh, it is.
Therefore, you have no alibi, Mr. Fraser.
That's right. But that doesn't make me a murderer, Mr. Poirot.
Fair enough.
I would like you to leave now, please.
Ah, I knew I'd find you here, Poirot. I thought the victim's young man was here.
Yes, he's all yours, Chief Inspector. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
That doesn't point to a motive. That does. Donald may not have killed Betty, but he definitely have a motive.
I need you to hang on, honey. Hang on, just like you would if you were in the corner.
Return to the crime scenes.
What a pity. I don't have any chance to make it.
Return forward.
Hastings looks. Hastings looks.
He's much more of a culprit than the other one.
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
You are very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Japp to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree. Without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars. Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
Alright, perfect.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
Well,
Let us try and imagine the scene.
not always. If done right. Why is it so dark?
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
Miss Betty enters the hut.
No. It wasn't hut number 5. Let us think again, mon cher.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
killer
Advance.
and the victim
I thought it
are
was
walking
something
on the
they would go
beach.
into her
Miss
perspective.
Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand.
Yeah, I know.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
And then they advance.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6.
6 of them. Change.
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat.
The killer tries to remove his victim's belt. She panics and tries to stop him.
No.
She runs away, pursued by her assailant.
No, there is no sign of a chase. Things must have happened differently. Let us think again, mon cher.
The belt.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries
This would
her
have to
shoes
be
in her
the
hand.
killer isn't this dumb. He
Both
would
of them
wait for an
walk
opportunity
slowly to
and
hut
just
number 5.
do it. Advance. No, I'm
Both of
done.
them walk slowly to hut number 6.
Chain.
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat.
He's going out with another man. Advance.
They keep walking. Then she removes her belt.
The murderer moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise. The
Yeah.
body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Look at this mess. If you're gonna eat a Pop-Tart, you need to go to the table. That's disgusting. You're gonna get rats in your room. Do you understand?
Come on. Come on.
Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by signing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Generous? The murderer seduced Betty in order to lure her to the beach and kill her.
Indeed, the young woman was certainly careless, but not stupid enough to follow a stranger.
What are you planning to do, Poirot?
Return to London, mon cher Hastings.
We don't have enough evidence to confirm the killer yet. Time to wait. Investigate and examine further.
Right.
I'm
Coming.
You're grounded too.
What?
You're grounded too.
What?
Your room's a mess too. You're grounded too.
That's nothing to cleaning it.
You were cleaning it just now.
Yes. Sure, I took a break, but I've been cleaning it.
Phoenix, it's not that dirty that it needs 20 breaks.
20 breaks?
You have 30 minutes to clean your room. Do you understand?
Fine.
It's ridiculous that I can't get either one of you to clean up your room. Not acceptable.
I would try to think of a comeback, but I'm not willing to get into a fight right now.
You do it first.
You go first. second cat's dead. We know that one's gone. We don't know what the second is. Wait, what? Rainbow? Wasn't that one that was just aggressive? Huh? Why was Rainbow?
Okay, are we sure we want to go to Colorado? If we just asked if I would like to update to Vegas so we know we have to review beaches?
Yes! That's so much cooler. Can you listen again? Wait, the dog was actual. Was actual. Oh, but I want to go to Asian. Well, Texas. Colorado, I mean. Probably Colorado. Here, I'm seeing the local. So I guess it'll be I don't think the cabins are a figment of your imagination. Why did that make you cry? This game might be oh, play us.
30 minutes.
I know.